guys, and welcome back to my very messy garage. I had mentioned in one of my first emails back after holidays that something that I had started working on was the restoration of a little rocking horse for my cousin's daughter who's having her first birthday in August. So backstory is I was picking my son up from his dad's one Saturday, and I had a chance to find this little wooden rocking horse out by the side of the road in that neighborhood with a freeze sign on it, and it was in really, really good shape. So I thought, I've never restored a rocking horse before, but how hard can it be? So I packed it in the back of my van and brought it home. And I'm not fully complete here. I still have a few things to do, but I thought I would kind of give you a little update and show you what I've done so far, and tell you what I hope this project, how it's going to work out. So first of all, this is how the little guy looked. It was all this color when I picked it up. So the very first thing I did was, with some help from Walter, we disassembled everything so that we had everything in separate pieces. And then I gave it a real good sanding. It really didn't need too much, just kind of needed you can see how the finish looks here, just kind of needed a scuff sanding. I took off the little bridle that was here, removed the mane, removed the tail. And then I was able to paint everything after I had sanded it, gave it a good clean, and painted it. See the base of the rocking horse. So I decided to go with, I'm going to actually turn it into a rocking unicorn. So I decided that we are, it's going to be sparkly, it's going to be girly, it's going to be cute. So I gave the rockers a coat of like an acrylic paint, like an antique gold finish acrylic paint. And then I covered them on top with a paint that has glitter already built into it. Now, both of those were for the metallic undercoating, is a Folk Art Sahara Gold metallic paint, like $2 at Walmart or something like that. And then these were relatively, I got these just before Christmas last year at Walmart, and they are, again, Folk Art glitterific paints. They're not glitter glue, these are glitter paints, but you can see how sparkly and shimmery it is. So I thought, well, that would be really nice to give it kind of that mystical look. And it really does. I mean, you can see it really, in the sunlight here, you can see how it picks up the light. So I've got I also gave the body a good coat of paint. Now, because it is going to a toddler who will no doubt put it through its paces, I decided to go with like a heavier duty paint. So I went and I got a small can of, this is called Melamine finish, and it's by Dulux Expert. And it is, it's a water-based paint, but it goes on thicker and it dries really tough. Now, that said, I've still done, I've done 3 coats on the body and 2 coats on the legs already. The face on this side has had a couple coats. He'll get one more because it's still a little patchier than I would like. I want it to be really solid and well colored and very durable. So what else have I got for this project, and how's it going to sort of come together? Well, if I wanted, my biggest question was, if I'm going to make it into a unicorn, how do I make it into a unicorn? So I got on Amazon, and Amazon sells these little kits that you can get. This is actually a birthday cake topper. So I thought, it's about the right size and scale for this guy. So how it's gonna look, I guess, here, if I can show you, is kind of like that. Okay, so that'll be affixed on there, and it's nice because this is soft. You don't have to worry about, if she falls and she bumps her head or her face, it's squishy. It's not gonna hurt anything or anybody. So that's the ears and the horn. For the mane and the tail, I picked up yarn, just a ball of yarn that kind of runs the gamut in color from like a cotton candy, a baby pink, to a cotton candy pink, to a deep kind of bubblegum pink, to various shades of purple and lavender. I just thought that was very girly and very pretty. And I think in her room, which is gray, I think it's going to be a nice contrast. So this is going to be the little, I don't know what they call it, the little foremane part or whatever that goes on the forehead. So it's going to kind of be that sort of situation. It'll probably be peeking out from under this. And the tail I did already make. Let me see here. The tail I've already got affixed to the rocking horse. I'm probably going to trim it up. It's a bit long, I think. And I fastened it at the top with some ribbon and some glittery roses. Now the roses, these are just dollar store ones that I've had kicking around. And I have them in pink and white, which are really pretty, and you can't, it's hard to see out here in the garage, but there is a very slight iridescent glitter on them. So these are perfect. Not only do these sort of help make it look more like a fantasy horse or a unicorn, it's also going to hide any imperfections from what I need to do to affix everything to the horse. So I do have all the hardware. I kept all the hardware when we took it apart so that I can just put the head back on and screw it in place when I'm ready to go. However, for things like attaching the mane and the tail, it's a combination of my favorite glue, which is E6000, and Ye Old staple gun. So the glue is an extra precaution. The staple gun is what really holds everything together. But I mean, those staples are ugly, you know, and you want to make sure they're not sharp because it is going to a toddler. So what I have done is, after I have got everything stapled in, I just pepper it in with E6000 glue, and it's not going anywhere. I have every confidence in that glue. It's kind of a pain to work with because it gets little stringers everywhere, much like hot glue. It smells kind of funky, but it's a really great glue for your craft projects. You can get it. I ordered mine on Amazon because at that point I was still not going out anywhere. But you can also get it at Canadian Tire, I'm pretty sure, and Home Hardware should have it, although I've heard recently that they have not. Other materials. So I got a spool here of various types of pink ribbon, and I think we're going to use this sparkly one. So on the head here you can sort of see where the little bridle was. When he's all painted white, I'm going to replace this with the pink ribbon going in both directions like that, okay? And that'll be very cute. That'll be very, very cute. Any place where there is an existing hole on the horse, like you can see here, there's a couple here, and those are just the natural part of the horse being assembled, but I do want to cover them up. And so what I have is my bucket of gems here, and I think we'll probably just use, these are perfect size really. We'll fill that hole with E6000 glue, we'll sink one of these in there, and ain't nobody ever taken this horse apart ever again. So this is the plan. This is where we are at. For me so far, the most challenging part of all this is just figuring out how to get that mane put in here and stapled and affixed so that, you know, if she pulls on it or hangs on it, it's not going to come loose, that the staples are not going to cut her or hurt her in any way, so that there's lots and lots of hair, you know, for the horse, so it has a nice full mane. And yeah, I really can't wait to get this fully assembled. So I will check back with you. There'll be another little sort of follow-up video once I have things a little bit more completed. Right now, all I really have outstanding is I have to do a couple of coats of paint on this side, add the bridle, get those horns and everything affixed. Maybe you'll see that as a work in progress video. I don't know. We'll see. And then, of course, our handles. I only have half the handle painted, but that's what it's going to look like. That's what it did look like. So it just goes to show you, when you find something by the side of the road, one man's trash is another person's treasure. And I'm hoping that this will make a very nice and very memorable gift for her first birthday from her, well, I guess technically I'm her second cousin, but I prefer to be thought of as Auntie Nancy. So I'm hoping that she's going to really, really like that, and maybe she'll treasure it for years to come. So anyways, hope you've enjoyed this little peek at my rocking horse project, and we'll see you when it's a little closer to being done.